Hello everybody, it's Christmas time. You can tell it's Christmas time because I have got lights. Lights on in the background. I wanted to do something a little bit special for Christmas this year, and so I'm doing the 12 days of Bookmas. And you might be thinking, Charlotte, it's the 3rd of December, why are you starting on the 3rd? I just kind of wanted to get the first couple of days of Vlogmas out of the way. A lot of people put a lot of content up on the 1st and 2nd day. And also I was like, do I start it on the 1st and end it on the 12th? That feels a bit weird. Do I start it on the 12th and end it at the end of the year? Also a bit weird. And also I wanted to do one every other day. I think doing one every single day might take a bit too much of my life right now. So I'm starting it randomly on the 3rd. And we will run for 12 days, but it will actually go all the way up to Christmas Day because I'll be doing one every other day. What is the 12 days of Bookmas, I hear you ask? Well, basically, I am going to do these very short videos where I recommend you a book, because it is that time of year when, if you are an enormous book nerd, like me, you are hoping to have several books left for you underneath the Christmas tree. And very often I get asked the question, what do you want me to buy? What books are on your to be read list? What would you like me to get you for Christmas? And I have a massive to be read pile, but honestly, most of the time I don't know what I want to be bought. So I figured I would give you some recommendations, and then you can either pop all these books into a list, or just had a thought actually. What I will do is I will add these books every single day into a wish list on bookshop.org. So I will create you a wish list, and then you can then direct your loved ones to that link. It will be in the description box, and every day the new book, the new recommendation will be added into that wish list so that they are all curated together in one place, so that you can then send that link to your loved one and say, buy me anything from here, buy me this specific book, buy me that specific book. So hopefully it's a little bit of a gift guide, but if you want to buy them for yourself, you can do, or maybe you want to gift them to somebody else. But anyway, that's what I decided to do. 12 days of Bookmas, 12 book recommendations, and let's get into the first one. So I literally finished reading this last night. I finished it at like midnight last night. It is Mrs. England by Stacey Halls. Now, I absolutely love Stacey Halls' books. I read The Foundling, which was her first one, and then I read The Familiars. Or was it the other way around? Might have been the other way around. The Familiars might have been her first book, and then she wrote The Foundling. Either way, both brilliant books. One is about witches in Pendle, the other one is about orphans in London. Completely different topics, but very kind of Gothic, Victorian style, very Lucy, very Laura Purcell style. Absolutely brilliant. I love her as a writer. The writing course that I'm doing at the moment up till Christmas was supposed to be in part taught by Stacey Halls, and honestly that would have just been a dream come true. Sadly she couldn't get involved in the course in the end, but yeah, I still bought this book. I've really been enjoying it, and I thought it was an excellent read. So let me read the blurb to you on the back. It says, West Yorkshire, 1904. When newly graduated nurse Ruby May takes a position looking after the children of Charles and Lillian England, a wealthy couple from a powerful dynasty of mill owners, she hopes it will be the fresh start that she needs. But as she adapts to life at the isolated Hardcastle house, it becomes clear that there's something not quite right about the beautiful, mysterious Mrs. England. Ostracised by the other servants and feeling increasingly uneasy, soon a series of strange events will force Ruby to question everything she thought she knew. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, it's got everything that I love. It is a slightly spooky, slightly unusual, slightly mysterious novel. It's historical fiction. The icing on the cake is the fact that it is in West Yorkshire as well. And it is very loosely kind of based on Hardcastle Crags, which is a National Trust property. It's a mill on the outside of Hebden Bridge. It is beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful area of Yorkshire, and of West Yorkshire especially. And I believe that the mill family is very loosely based on Titus Salt, who was a mill owner in Bradford in an area that is now known as Saltaire, and he basically created a model village called Saltaire that was attached to Salt's Mill, which is the historical mill that he ran. Massively influential guy, millionaire in the time period, and I believe that at least some members of this family in this book are kind of mapped on the Salt's Salt family. So there's a little bit of kind of real history mingled in there. There are some other characters in the book that are kind of influenced by real historical characters, but I'm not going to mention that because it kind of spoils the story a little bit. So it's very kind of rooted in real history, but there is quite a lot of fictionalization in there as well. And I love that. I love it when authors use real history but have the ability to kind of play with it a little bit at the same time. It's the real fiction in historical fiction, and I feel like sometimes there is this pressure to do authentic historical fiction that has to be historically accurate, and you can't do anything that wasn't real. And sometimes you need to let the story get in there a little bit more. What's that phrase? You can't let the truth get in the way of a good story. Kind of. I know that's quite a controversial thing to say, but sometimes for some books I actually think that that's what you need, because it just creates a really good read. And that's definitely what Mrs. England is. It is page turning. From the very beginning, Stacey Halls gets straight into the action. We get to know Ruby May, the main character, really quickly. She is a nurse with the Norland Institute. If you don't know about Norland nannies, then put Norland nannies into YouTube. It is brilliant. It is such a British institution. And she's a Norland nanny, and she is finishing one job because she can't go abroad. She cannot move abroad for reasons that will be explained in the book. And she has to go to find a new place, a new position, because she's supporting her family back home. She needs a position quite quickly so that she can send money back to her family. And so she ends up at Hardcastle House up in the north. And it's very wild, windswept moors. I mean, Hardcastle Crags and kind of that area of West Yorkshire is very close to Haworth, very close to Bronte country and all that kind of thing. So there's very much a lot of the kind of evocative moorland, the kind of dark satanic mills kind of comes into it a little bit as well. It's really, really good. So if you like a bit of a Gothic book, if you like historical fiction, if you like something that is a female-led narrative in that period, and that plays around with the role of women, role of marriage, and yeah, is going to be a rollicking good read, as they say, then this is definitely a book for you. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, it's not the most recent of Stacey Hall's books. Her most recent one is called The Household, and that's only come out very recently. So actually, if you're wanting to put books on your reading list, I would put something like Mrs. England, because it's an excellent book, but maybe also ask for The Household as well. I've not read The Household, I don't have it yet. Maybe it'll be under my Christmas tree this year. But yeah, maybe ask for both of them. So yeah, that is day one of 12 books of Bookmas. No, this is day one of the 12 days of Bookmas, and I will be back in 2 days' time with another book recommendation. Thank you very much for watching. Merry Christmas.